Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Crusader Kings III Tours and Tournaments. So we're going to be continuing this war, which again we're most likely going to lose. I don't know anything that we could do to try and win this. A lot of people suggested that we try assassinating the rebellion leader, but that doesn't end the conflict. It just results in their heir inheriting the conflict. So you can't just assassinate the leader, there will still be a rebellion. Now we could capture him to end the war. And there is actually a perk to do so. It's a shame that we don't have it yet. I don't remember where it's at. Kidnapper, here it is. The enable the abduct scheme. So you could use that abduct scheme to kidnap, but we don't have that yet, so obviously that's not an option. So the only thing we could do is take his capital, which I was thinking was over here. It's very similar looking coat of arms, but it's not over here. It's actually over here. So we'd have to march all the way up to the north, past this big old army. I mean, I guess you could go by sea, though that would cost you money, and then do the siege over there, which maybe we could do it, but probably not, because these guys would probably finish up and then attack us over here. And most importantly, he's not even over there. He's over here doing the siege. So really all you're going to do is maybe capture perhaps his heir, but it looks like his heir is actually in that army as well. So yeah, you might be able to capture some other children and get a little tiny percentage, but probably not, guys. It's not gonna help us out much. So there's not really anything we can do. All we can do is do these little sieges. We're going to lose this. And one thing I did not consider is that when we lose this, the titles here will actually go to our son. Because remember, she's going to get deposed, our wife. And then those are going to go to our son, which I'm not actually happy with, because I want him to stay in our court, at least until he gets older. Now let's go ahead and set it up so that we're going to educate him for right now. We can always change it later if we want to. But yeah, I think it's going to result in him gaining control of all these titles, and he'll probably then face a rebellion that we'll have to fight. Yeah, it's just going to be a constant issue here, guys. So we really need a stronger ally, but the biggest problem here is that we can't pull our allies into the conflict because we're not the ones dealing with the rebellion. And so yeah, I don't really know how we deal with this in the long term. I mean, we could keep building up our troops, but yeah, the big problem here is the number of guys they got. They got far more than we do. So we got an event here, Sweet Smiles and Little Lies. Just like other children his age, my son and heir Raymond sometimes lies and tests boundaries. However, he often avoids suspicion with his sweet demeanor, and people always forgive him when he does get caught. I wonder just how much he gets away with. So he's a charming child. Okay, so we can go ahead and set up his education then, before he goes moving off to another court. So with the charming trait, he can do the diplomacy and the intrigue well. Since we are already an intrigue-focused character, and we don't want to do the same perks twice if we can avoid it, let's go with the diplomacy one. So we'll have a diplomacy character next. I was kind of hoping for a warfare-focused character, but that's fine. We'll go with the diplomacy one. And we'll see how he develops, and shoot, maybe we don't end up playing as him. All kinds of crazy things can happen in CK3. Who knows if he'll actually succeed to our titles. So our marshal earned respect, increasing popular opinion. Excellent. Also, we have a men-at-arms regiment that needs to be stationed because remember we got rid of that one province and have this one instead. And this one has a bonus for the skirmishers. I don't know that we'll keep the skirmishers, but for now they can be stationed over there. Although they're raised, so you can't do it while they're raised. Never mind. I was going to say, we'll station them over there. We'll have to wait until this conflict is over. So they finish this up here. That gets them up to 90, now 96%. We'll tick it down a little bit with this one. And also we got ourselves a prisoner here. She's not helping us with the percentage, so might as well ransom her off, although he doesn't have the money. Wars are expensive, so nobody's got the money to pay for the ransoms yet. So they're just wiping out those 66 troops over there. Yeah, I guess we'll just stay down here in the south, where at least they have to march really far to come down and stop us here. Yeah, they're just going to do their own sieges. So more than likely, oh yes, that's right, we can't do this one. So we'll have to go to this one. So more than likely it'll be over as soon as they finish this siege. And then our wife will lose her titles, and our son will take over instead. We're still looking for secrets here. Now again, we could attempt to assassinate this character, just for the hell of it, even though it wouldn't end the war. We could have, but there are penalties as well to trying to murder somebody that you're at war with, or they used to be. I don't know if there still are. Yeah, you're at war, -50 for the success chance. So yeah, it's less likely to succeed. And we have an invitation to a hunt that's right up here. That's not that far, though. Doesn't this guy not like us? Isn't this the guy we took titles from? It feels like going to his hunt would not be wise. Like he would try and assassinate us. We don't have a rivalry or anything with them, but seems kind of risky going to hunt with a guy that he just took titles to. Probably not wise. Yeah, I think we're gonna stay away from this one, guys. Yeah, we're gonna stay away from this one. I don't think it would be smart to join that. Alright, so looks like we didn't find secrets again. So just having a lot of difficulty with the assassination attempt here. And I'm not willing to spend any money on it either. So unless we can get hooks, we're not going to be inviting anybody in. Yeah, I'm not seeing any. Well, there's this guy, but I think we already looked at him. Duran, he is not willing to accept, even with the hook. It's just not good enough. I mean, we could just attempt the assassination attempt with the 13% chance. What we might want to do is prolong it, try one more time to find a secret, and if that doesn't work, then we want to move our spy master, his jobs, so that we'll have a higher than a 13% chance. It's not a big deal. Again, I don't really care if we can't assassinate her. It's not that big of a deal. We don't really have anything against her besides the fact that she tried to assassinate us. Find secrets progress speed. That'll actually help our spy master out here. Maybe we'll get this done a little bit quicker. Alright, so we lost the war, as we expected. So yeah, we were defeated here. I guess we'll go through this event real quick and then we'll take a look at that. The family craft. I'm just finishing up the day's business in my council chambers when my wife, Duchess Ines, saunters in with her mother. Oh no, I can't pronounce our mother-in-law's name. Mattheode? That doesn't sound right at all. Eagerly at her heels. I put down the ledger. I was just reading, knowing no good can come from this unexpected visit. Ennis hesitantly remarks upon my appearance. My husband, you are a mighty and powerful duke, but some do not yet give you the respect you deserve. You need something to demonstrate your authority. My mother could smith a fine set of regalia that would reflect your status, sponsor her, and see how her creation will improve your mood. Alright, so I mean, we don't really have the money for this. Recruiter to the court. I mean, sure. Why not? It'd be helpful. And, we'll make up for the money eventually because we're not at war anymore, so. Yeah, let's go and do that. Of course, we'll get the penalty for being in debt. But yeah, we did, fortunately lose this conflict. She was deposed. And already, she's making her presence known in our court. We got our own faction that was just created against us as well. Alright, so let's just see if there's any notifications in here. Yeah, let's go ahead and disband our armies and then go ahead and get this unit stationed here. Right there. So we want to do that, and then, we have our son over here now. And what's interesting is his regent is actually our wife, so she did not come to our court. I mean, she really is the best possible regent that we could have here. Like, we could attempt to invite her to court, but she wouldn't come anyway. But yeah, I think she's best off staying there. We would like, of course, to have her here for our council, but somebody needs to watch over our son's interest. So we are still his guardian, so that's why I wanted to do that while we could, because he'd probably accept it, us trying to become his guardian once he's got his own duchies, but you never know. There's a chance he might not have. We got the hooks, though, so we probably could have forced him to. If they said no, probably wouldn't have been an issue. So we got this project being worked on now. That put us into debt. Still attempting to do that assassination, and still trying to get the control up here, and that's going to really help us out with our wealth and our levies. You notice our levies are pretty far down now. We got to build those back up. And as we get money, what we're going to be doing here, we should probably deal with our prisoners. But as we get money, we have to build up our army because we just do not have a large enough force to deal with these conflicts. They still don't have any money yet, so we're gonna have to wait a little bit. Now that they're not at war, they should be able to earn that. So we can petition our liege. We're not gonna be doing this. We'll just show some of the options here. So like we could ask for a council appointment, but we'd have to go all the way up there to get that. And he should just appoint us. I mean, we're a powerful noble. I'm a little surprised he hasn't appointed. He's got a baron in place here. Prince Robert II's pretty old, and I assume when he dies, we'd get put into that position. Because again, I assume we're a powerful vassal in his court, so he should give us a position. Tidbits from far away. Visiting the local market, a merchant from faraway land catches my attention. I feel like we've read this one, or at least something very similar, so I won't read it again. We've definitely seen it in past series. So it must be interesting traveling as much as you do, and we'll convince the merchant to share his insights with us. This is a diplomacy challenge that we're almost sure to fail. He will tell me what he knows. We'll gain 15 dread, get the understand people, or this should cover both trinket and information. I think when we got that event before, I think this is the one we went for. We don't really have the money right now. Could just try the diplomacy challenge. Because other than this one, which I don't really think fits our character, I think we could do either of these. And you know, it's always nice to get the understands people for the hostile scheme resistance. But it's not worth it, the money right now. So let's just go for this one and maybe we'll succeed. We didn't, so we lost some prestige. It's fine. See, I just need to get out of debt here. And yeah, we did get invited to the council. Excellent. But this is Chancellor. I really don't want the Chancellor position. It's not that it's useless, but we want the spy one. And he's gonna die very, well, maybe not. Said he's gonna die very soon because he's 69. But he's doing great because he went down that perk tree that really boosts your health. So he'll probably last a few more years. Yeah, I'm not really looking to get this position as a Chancellor. We're not even very good at it either. It's our lowest score. I mean, it would boost our diplomacy, so that'd be helpful, I guess. I think we're going to decline this position. Yeah, we're going to decline. Give me a different one. Any other one. Jeez, like any other position we would accept. Like Steward, absolutely, I'd take that. I'll take Marshal. Just not the Chancellor position. I just don't think it's the best one for our character. Alright, so our Spy Master was successful in uncovering a secret this time. We'll see if we can actually make use of it for this assassination attempt. We currently are at 38%, so that's stepped up some. Interesting. Maybe it was down because of the war? Not entirely sure. But let's just see if this character, it seems like he should now, with the hook. We didn't blackmail him, so we need to do that first, obviously. So let's go and blackmail him. And then we'll use that hook. And we're getting the royal favor as well. I feel like we're getting the royal favor because we don't have a position on the court. Not on the council, I mean. So let's go and use that hook, bring this character into the scheme, and then I think we're done here. Because yeah, this will happen in 5 months, and that'll take 7 months. So let's just go ahead and do the support schemes. And that should be high enough for us to try. 57% chance of success. Alright, so we got an agent on the scheme now. We'll see how well that goes. So again, once we get out of the debt here, we're gonna be using our money to build up the men at arms. You got all these activities that cost so much money, and so you end up spending it all on the activities and not doing the stuff you need to do, like you would normally, you know, before you got the new activity system. You know, building, constructing the buildings, and building up your men at arms. So uninvited. Here's the attempt to assassinate her. Let's make a try at 57% chance, and she's dead. And we used the spider, so you know spiders don't talk. So therefore we were able to assassinate her. Worked out well. Also lost some stress. I don't know if we had any. We got some prestige as well because we took out our rival. All right, excellent. So we're done with that. That means that we can go ahead and switch up the Spy Master to either try and find more secrets or to disrupt schemes. Let's go ahead and find secrets, guys. Let's attempt to find a secret on... We could do it on our vassals. Who's in these factions? Let's just take a look at who's causing us problems currently. Oh, it's Count Ricard, our marshal. Okay, we'll use our spy master against him then. And I was thinking about doing it against our liege. Maybe later. Let's do it against this count first. See if we can find any secrets against him. Maybe get him to, you know, fall in line. If we can get a strong hook on him. We are still waiting to ransom off these prisoners. So we'll keep this open so we can, you know, just click on it and see when we get to the, or when they get to the amount that we can ask for. Which it looks like the Countess here, her husband, just about has enough money. We're also out of debt. Excellent. Yeah, as soon as he gets the money, we're going to go ahead and send off that offer. Or maybe not. Let me go ahead and... Did it happen? Did I send it? I think I sent it. That faction disbanded as well, the Liberty faction, probably because we're no longer in debt. I think that's the reason why we had that issue. But there's no reason to stop our spy master here. So inspiration realized. We won't read this because, you know, this is a standard one we've seen many times before. Basically, we got ourselves a pretty good artifact here. Increasing our piety, prestige, renown, and also we're more likely to be able to succeed in seduction attempts. Yeah, this is lovely. She did a great job. I don't have any problem with our mother-in-law. So let's go get this put in place. All right, excellent. So we still need a crown, which, I mean, I guess we're a duke, so I don't even know if we can get a crown. But the armor, the weapons, and we got all these trinket slots as well still open up. So we got our troop numbers back up. I don't think there's too many good wars we could actually do at the moment. Declare war on our son. We're not going to do that, obviously. So he wants to pay the ransom here. I thought we had sent that off already. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Yeah, let's go and accept that. And so that'll get us a little bit of money here. As we're just waiting for that other count to get enough money to ransom himself out, because he's currently in prison. And we'll just wait for, like, maybe some activities fire that, you know, somebody else is throwing. Some hunts that anybody but this guy happens to be doing. We lost some hooks, unfortunately, without being able to utilize those. And there's a holy war happening. Okay, so this is the King's War. I see. So he's currently in a conflict with this character here. Must have been pulled in. Yeah, I think that's his ally. He's allied with Sweden. Here we go. This is what we wanted. Did the Duke die? He did not die. He just had his position taken. Or, yeah, he's about to have his position taken. He's replacing the old man for us. So yeah, we're going to accept that. So let's go and accept it. And so he failed. We do not want to pay for the strong hook. We'll just take the opinion increase instead. And I guess we'll keep our spy master there one more time. And we lost that, so it does tell us that the reason why we were getting that is because we didn't have a spy master position, or we didn't have a council position. So now that we're spy master, these are the benefits we're getting. Natural dread, hostile scheme power, that's helpful. Our scheme success chance, great as well. So we're just going to be better at intrigue, as you'd expect. But also, we're getting that monthly intrigue lifestyle experience points. So that's really helpful, because we didn't exactly have the greatest education here. And so yeah, that's going to be pretty helpful for us. So we'll be able to get through our perk trees a little bit faster. So he's now got enough money, so let's go ahead and ransom him off. He's also got a hook, since he is a neighbor here and eventually might be under us. And our boy is now 5 years old. Can we set him up to study languages? Probably not, because he's not in our court anymore. I was going to have him study a language once he turns 6, but now it's not a possibility. We should definitely negotiate an alliance, so that if, you know, he has a rebellion, we can at least try and help him. And maybe it'll be a smaller one than what our wife was dealing with. And the Duchess is pregnant again. All right, so we'll see what happens there. What's nice, though, is that our son, if he keeps this territory, he has all of it. Where if, let's say she had another son, then they would have had to split this inheritance. But now that won't be the case anymore because she doesn't hold anything. Now, of course, they'll still have to split our territory here. So we do have the money to do some of these events, but again, we're going to work on men-at-arms. I think that's pretty crucial for us at the moment. Also, we need to construct some buildings as well, which that would help pay for these men-at-arms. Let's keep boosting our armored footmen, increasing them by 1 size. See, I just need to, again, just get the army a little bit larger. So here's an alliance with our brother. Yeah, I don't know why we haven't done that yet. We definitely should. There's probably a notification up here, and I just didn't do it. Of course, our half-brother still wants a position on the council. So yeah, our brother still's not, he's not a powerful vassal. But he's pretty good with the diplomacy. Not bad at all. And Ricard was swayed. Let's see if we want to continue swaying him. His opinion's not very high yet. And he is, of course, the one who likes us the least. It's a 61% chance. Yeah, it makes sense to continue that. And here we go. We got hunting activity. So let's go ahead and, well, we might not be able to get there in time. I didn't see it. We could take a look. We're a few days off. We don't have a caravan master, so appointing one would really help. We actually have an excellent one here, though he's not going to boost speed as much as this knight would. So if we really want speed rather than safety, this is the character to go with. Or this one, though he is a little bit slower. Well, this is Ansel. So he's a little bit slower. What confused me is that he's no longer a knight. He's aged down a bit. He's retired. He's a little bit slower, but he has better safety. So let's put Ansel in charge here. And I think he was our former caravan master before he was captured. So let's go to appoint him. We're just short here, so we might be able to speed this up a little bit. It might be worth it to hire mercenary guards to increase the speed. What kind of terrain are we going through? Okay, so yeah, there's really not anything you can do outside of the mercenary guards. That would allow us to join the hunt. It costs 20 gold, but think about how much it costs for us to do our own hunt. So I think it'd be worth doing that so that we can join the hunt. Now it is going to cost us 27 total here, which we don't have, but it's fine. We'll go in the negative so that we can get over to the hunt in time. As long as we don't have any delays. We can't really afford any delays here. It looks like we're going to make it. It's not very far. Although we do have an event here, a travel event, True Aim. So teaming with all manner of wildlife, Valoran and I agree that, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, would be a splendid place to go on a hunt. While we don't have time to stay for a proper outing as we traverse the area, I spot a pristine wild rabbit at the edge of the forest. It has a peculiar marking on its fur, and I motion to Valoran to survey the animal. As he spots the rabbit, he grins. What would you say to a friendly wager? My liege. That sounds weird, liege. Whoever strikes that pristine fellow with an arrow wins. Alright, already the gambling sort. Can't really say we're not the gambling sort. So we could do this. If we succeed, which we have a good chance of succeeding, 64%, then we'll get some money. Otherwise, we'll have to pay him. Either way, though, we increase opinion with the court tutor in position. And we're brave, so we don't want to go with this option anyways. So yeah, we're going to do that. And I guess a brave character would feel pretty confident that they're going to win, right? So yeah, we were successful there. We also gained the lucky rabbit's foot. Guess we'll have to take a look at that after we read this event. Rabbit in sight, we both slowly but purposely move closer to the rabbit, taking aim for its tiny body as it gnashes its way at a piece of straw. I pull my string and release as the arrow goes straight into the animal's body. The sudden impact launches it a few paces, then the tiny body slumps down on the ground, motionless. I roar in triumph, and Valoran joins me in my cheer. Nice shot, he cries, as I dart forward to pick up the trophy. That was fun, and we got some money. Nice. I thought it was 60 gold per again, but apparently it's 50. Just reduce the wage. I probably just read it wrong. So we got that lucky rabbit's foot. So let's go ahead and first put this trinket in place, which is going to increase our prowess by 2 and prestige. That's pretty nice. That's not bad at all. What is our prowess sitting at now? 12. We're 34 years old, so we won't lose any from old age anytime soon. So the other thing we need to do is we have not set up. Are we still going? Did we not make it? It looks like we didn't make it. We're heading back. Okay, that's a bummer. So that event probably delayed us just enough where we couldn't make it to the hunt, which is a shame, but you know what? I feel like it's worth the hunting of the rabbit. And we got the rabbit's foot, which is pretty good. So we've been invited to a feast as well. So where is this located? Do we want to go? I'm not seeing anywhere. It must be far. Oh yeah, super far. All right, so we're not gonna be going to that, guys. That's just too far. Going all the way up to the north for a feast. It just takes too long. Too many damn travel events. Our character's not willing to go up there for somebody I don't even know. I don't know this guy. It's just some count. So yeah, we're not gonna go up there. Okay, so that might have been a different feast. I don't know. There's another hunt here, saying that we're not gonna be able to reach it though. Maybe that's what the notification is about. Let me just see if we can't get there. We're pretty far out here, guys. I don't really want to spend, and that's with the bonus there. Yeah, I don't really want to do that. We couldn't anyways. So he invited us, but and that's just the problem of I really feel like, I don't know, maybe the game needs a pause or something, because it's so difficult to get to the activity sometimes, because you literally have like a few days to start it up, to start your journey, unless they invited somebody who's further away than you. So we did have another son. All right, excellent. So let's go ahead and, I don't know, I almost want to name him after ourselves. What's our wife's father's name? Yeah, I mean, maybe we'll just go with naming our second son, oops, after ourselves here. Yeah. All right, so we had a second son. I didn't take a look at if he had any traits or anything. He does not. So he would be, well, first of all, he's the heir to his brother, but he's also set to inherit some of our titles as well. Likely, maybe that county and only that one, but perhaps this one as well. I would think not, because it's in our duchy. I think he would just get that county. Or, recently gained one. All right, so we have an espionage event about deviancy. One we've seen before, just learning a secret about this mayor here. He's Count Ricard's spy master. So if we did want to act against Count Ricard, we have a secret on him. Now, generally, you don't want to make use of the secrets for the hooks unless you're going to use them, because once you get the hook, it can expire. Unless it's a strong hook, of course. But yeah, you don't lose the secret unless it's revealed, in which case you also lose the hook, I think, don't you? I'm not entirely sure. Just want to see if there's anything here that we might want to petition about. Nope, nothing's changed. So yeah, that's why I'm playing on speed 4 though, because of the activity system. Speed 3 is just too slow. So we got a perk. That's the kidnapper one. All right, so that one's pretty useful for us to have. We can, use it in war to kidnap somebody who we're fighting against. Though again, you do get that penalty, so it makes it kind of difficult to do. But it'd be one way to deal with a potential rebellion, particularly when they're leading their own troops. So sieging down their capital wouldn't help you. But you could kidnap other characters and then force them to pay you money. So, for example, let's say we want to kidnap this count here. We could attempt to do so. See what our percentage chance is. It's not high. Yeah, not high at all. Rulers are more difficult, period, to kidnap. But generally you can do it if you can get some agents. So we'd have to have our spy master finding secrets over there if we had any hope of succeeding there. We've got a good secret here already. So we can go and move this over to his capital location. I don't know why I'm harassing this character so much. Just because he's on our borders, I guess. Divine focus. Since about a month back, I have been having a recurring dream in which I discuss theology with Jesus, Saint Brigide, which is also sometimes said Saint Brigida. She's one of the three saints of Ireland. She's probably the lesser known one, with of course the most well-known saint of Ireland being Saint Patrick. And Saint Joseph. Perhaps they have chosen me to spread their word and reward me with their blessings in turn. I will pray to. So you can say Jesus for health and longevity. This is going to give us a very large health boost for 10 years. We'll lose some stress. Saint Brigide for new life and fertility. That'll increase our fertility and our attraction opinion. Saint Joseph for a happy family. And we'll boost opinion with all family members and our spouse. Or I cannot presume to be chosen. Well, he's not a humble character. Yeah, he's definitely not a humble character. I don't know. There's none that I would say that fit with our character for sure. Maybe happy family simply because that's our dynasty thing. Family. All about that family. And I don't know that the health boost would help that much when you're this young. That'd be really useful if we were an older character. And we don't even have any stress. Yeah, maybe this one. And we're not Irish, so I don't know if they would care much about Saint Brigida. Maybe. I don't know how well known she was in the time. Obviously, she's not very well known today. Alright, so I think the next thing we're going to get... Uh-oh. I don't know what I just clicked through. I think maybe that was... It looked like our brother. So what I think it was is an attempt to... we could have boosted taxes with one of our vassals. And instead we got the hook. We said no. So we could just use the hook for that. So let me just look at our vassals and see which one that was. I think it was this one here. So, I mean, there's not really anything else to do with that. It's not a strong hook, so it doesn't stop him from joining factions or anything. And we would have modified the contract. And we need more money. Could also do the levies. Get 12 more dudes. But yeah, we need any money we can get. So let's go ahead and use that hook. And we're not this character's rightful liege. So we're already getting a penalty. But yeah, we need to boost the money. I know it's not much. 0.1 obviously isn't going to help us much. But it adds up over time, I suppose. And looks like one of the African religions established a religious head. And did our liege died? Or he probably just went out. Yeah, he probably just went out somewhere. So he's, I don't know where he's traveling, probably doesn't matter. All the way up here. Wow. Alright, so he's going to England. For a grand tournament. Wow, I'd love to be able to participate in that. Probably can't reach it. We'll take a look at that. Obviously can't see anything while this event is up. So this is with our wife. We're in our bedclothes, enjoying some time together in the bathhouse. Did we read this event yet? I don't know. We'll want to read it. I feel like we might have had it with another character, but perhaps not. I am happily soaking at the bathhouse, sharing deep reflections and salacious jokes with Duchess Ennis. As I feel all tension leave my body, I realize it's not just the warm water loosening my muscles. I am genuinely having fun, and it's all because of Ennis's company. Until we discovered our common passion for bathhouses, we hadn't had any chance to really interact or get to know each other that well. I've been married for a while, had a couple kids, but I guess she's been off ruling her own territory. So I suppose that could be true. Now I really look forward to our regular rendezvous there, as they are always filled with laughter and merriment. Have we truly become friends? So we could say, indeed, a toast to Ennis and she'll become our friend. Or we could say, we could become something more, and we'll start the seduce scheme. We haven't romanced our wife yet. Yeah, maybe we should do that. I mean, obviously we're still boosting the opinion of vassals. We've been working on this for a little while. It's not going to complete for 2 years. Suppose we're going to let that complete. But yeah, rather than seduce her, I think we'd want to romance her. But yeah, let's be friends with our wife. That makes sense. Oh yes, that's right. I know I was gonna forget. So we're gonna see if we can get here. It is a long travel time. We're probably gonna go by sea. I would assume that'd be the quickest way to go over there. We can also set up how we're gonna go there, but we're not gonna reach that in time, guys. Activity starts on the 9th of February. I'm just wondering if this sea route wouldn't be quicker. Yeah, it seems we can't go right now though. Wouldn't even let us go. Let's just see. So yeah, if we wanted to go by sea, that actually takes longer. Well, that's not accurate. Travel by sea was far faster, though not as safe. Yeah, I'm surprised that actually doesn't take longer. Alright, we'll go ahead and stop trying to travel by sea. I mean, even in this time, though, with the very crude naval technology they had, it's still faster to go by sea if it was being accurate. So I'm not entirely sure why they think going across these crappy roads, which would take so long, would be faster. That's a bummer. It's just too far away. I would like to participate in one of those, the grand tournaments. We just don't have the money to throw our own. The grand tournaments are actually pretty expensive. So we got a new bishop, and so we're going to need to boost his opinion. Let's go ahead and do that. We have a much better chance of doing that. And I think it's more important than Ricard. Because, yeah, our last one died. And we lost some prestige and some opinion with this Baron here. Because our Marshal sucks. I mean, he's not terrible, is he? He's not terrible. Just sometimes gets the negative one. So we're still working on the control here. Trying to boost that. Now, one of the things we could have done is the trained commanders. And this would have boosted knight effectiveness, men-at-arms damage, and toughness for those wars. So that would have helped us out some. I don't know. It would have been enough to win that one war, but maybe some of the earlier ones where they're more even, we could have done better if we had done that. But of course we would have been paying more for our troops since the current one, well, the one we had on before we were increasing control, that one does reduce the maintenance. Well, yeah, it probably would have been a good idea to have done that. So this is involving Duran and Count Guy. So Duran, Count Guy's knight is firmly in my grip. Okay, yeah, that's right. We know we have that hook on him, but he still would not operate against our rival. However, with the right strategy, I might raise my upper hand even further. Perhaps Duran could be used to extend my influence over the Count. So we say, here is how you'll be certain to uncover Guy's secrets. We'll gain intrigue, and we'll lose our favorite hook on Duran, but we might reveal a secret on Guy. I don't know what kind of secrets this 15-year-old would have. I mean, of course, a 15-year-old have all kinds of secrets, but not secrets that you could probably blackmail them with. So it's a 73% chance the secret would be fabricated, at least. So you just make one up. Or we could just get the dread. Yeah, sure, why not? This hook on him's not useful, and we'll likely lose it soon as well. 1086, so just a few years from now. So yeah, let's do that option. We'll see how it works. And you know, if we lose opinion, then whatever, that's fine. He could find no incriminating information about Count Guy, so it was a good thing I had prepared myself. All of a sudden, Guy seems to be beset by foul rumors, and I happen to hold all the evidence for them. So it looks like we made up, basically fabricated a secret that he's a non-believer. And so we already have that secret. But with this one, we could also create another secret that he's a deviant. And that's, both of them, we already have the 50 intrigue lifestyle points. But this one just results in the strong hook for the blackmail already. Yeah, we'll just do that. And so now we have a strong hook on the boy here. And he is a member of our dynasty. So this is, we never looked at that, but this is one of the houses. So let me just, we'll go take a look at our dynasty and all the different houses, because they're not as clear with this family, I noticed. Their coat of arms don't look similar, and their names aren't similar, so you can't really tell that they're in the dynasty. But yeah, we do have this strong hook on this character now, which, you know, he is underneath our son, so eventually it'd be underneath us. So having a strong hook on him would be useful. Now, there's not anything that we can really use this strong hook for right now. Yeah, there's really not anything I could see using it for. But let's go ahead and take a look at our dynasty, the Toulouse Dynasty, at these houses. So these are the 5 houses, and as you can see, none of them look similar or have similar names. But these are just the cadet branches. There's no members for these 2 here. This one has 2 members currently, and this is the one that we just looked at with Kunki. It has 3 members currently. So yeah, there are some members of our dynasty out there you won't recognize as being part of our dynasty, unless you see that little icon on their character card. We're still working on the secrets here. Again, the next thing we're going to be doing with our money. Oh no, Ansel died. He died in his sleep. That's the way to go, man. 57 years old. He was infirm before he died. Yeah, the next thing we're going to be doing with our money is construction. We still don't have a duchy building. Those are expensive though, so yeah, I don't see us being able to afford that anytime soon. Could just go ahead and upgrade one of these for the 212. This one would only be 127 to upgrade. I kind of want to replace this one though. There's some buildings I think would be better options there. But then we also have a building slot open here. So could instead just build something new here rather than replacing one. So that'd be an option as well. But basically we need like, 100 something before we're able to get anything constructed. We need more money. So I don't know if this one has a money building yet. It does. I was trying to have one money building. Maybe the stables. I feel like stables would be good here. Or you could do the stables in Toulouse and replace this one with stables. Though I guess we already have the men-at-arms here. Excuse me, the heavy infantry men-at-arms here. So yeah, it would make sense to do the stables here and then just replace the archer with that light cav. Alright, so we're not able to find any secrets here. We could try again. There's secrets there, I know it. So we'll go ahead and keep them looking for them. Because I feel like there's got to be a secret there. And unfortunately, we lost a popular opinion, but I think we have a boost to popular opinion right now. Maybe not. Okay, so they just hate us here. And then we also desecrated that tomb. So King Philip has returned from his grand tournament. And yeah, I've not been able to attend any grand tournaments that other characters have been doing. They just don't give you a notification early enough. All the grand tournaments I've done so far with the DLC have been ones I threw myself. Let me take that back. I might have participated in one that somebody else did, but I'm not entirely sure. I know that most of them, though, were ones that, or almost all of them, were ones that I did. And yeah, we know that that's going to happen with that really low popular opinion there. So, strange noise. I arrived back at my castle after a long, lonely walk. Another year passed, another year older. I was born this day 37 years ago. The older I get, the more I cherish the relationships I've cultivated over the years. So it saddens me that I've not heard from my wife, Ines, or any of my friends today. I trudge along to my chambers, loneliness impeding my lazy feet, when I hear a clang and hushed whispers from down the hallway. So we're all sad. Look at our character all looking down because of our birthday. This is the first time I've ever seen a birthday event in CK. Yeah. January 1st. I mean, that's like everybody's birthday who starts the game, I think. Yeah. I think it's just everybody. Like if they're at the start of the game. Well, her birthday is January 2nd. Well, I suppose if they're a historical character, they might have a different birth date if Paradox took the time to put that in the code. But yeah, January 1st is apparently our character's birthday here. As we're all sad, and I think that they're probably planning a surprise party here. And it is. Happy birthday. What a surprise. All my nearest and dearest friends have come together to wish me well as I begin this next year of life. There's even an entire table laden with pomegranate cakes, my favorite. Here I was thinking that everyone had forgotten about me. I cannot believe that NS went to all the trouble of arranging this in secret. I had not a clue such a thoughtful surprise was being planned at all. My friend Ennis approaches me struggling to carry 3 beautifully wrapped packages. Just seems weird that they're referring to our wife as friend. I mean, he should say my wife. Ever the trickster, she says, I have 3 gifts here for the choosing. One shall be yours, but which shall it be? So we have to guess what's the good present based on the sizes of the packages. Well, since it says ever the trickster, I mean, I assume that the big one would not be the good one if they're trying to trick you, because that's the one you naturally think is the better one. Let's just go with the medium-sized one. I don't know. We become the owner of a book, Crime and Punishment. That's not a bad gift, but of course we can't make use of it. Oh, it looks like our wife was arrested. Well, it's a trinket, actually. Okay, I was thinking it was a book that we'd put in a royal court, but that's not the case. So this is actually a pretty good one then. It's going to give us prestige gain, stress loss, or a reduction of stress gain, natural dread +3, and probably most importantly for us, monthly intrigue lifestyle experience +15%. My friends know me so well. It's a compendium of all forms of torture known to our age, described in gleeful detail and plainly illustrated. Okay, I think they think horrible of me, actually. But I'm sure we'll enjoy it. So Duchess Ennis, my wholesome wife, is now held against her will by the count here. How'd she get herself arrested? What'd she do? She's not at war or anything. Did he just capture her and imprison her? What is going on here? So that's this guy here. So he captured the wife of his liege? What is... Hey, this is not gonna fly. We need to either abduct him, which doesn't have a high chance of success, or just straight up assassinate him. Of course, we could, just try and get our spouse back, but we still have to do something to him. So we could pay the ransom. It'll be 25 to get her out. We could also just try and break her out, though. Although we might not have that ability just yet. Yeah, I don't think we have the ability to break her out of prison yet. Okay, so you can't do that. We'd have to pay the ransom. And that's like all messed up, isn't it? So it'd be 25 gold. Maybe he'll just let her out. Or get a hook. I assume it's because she's the regent. Yeah, it's probably because she's the regent. We'll pay the money, but let's see if she she gets let out anyway. Probably had to give him a hook. Yeah, I think that's because she was the regent. So it's good we didn't pay any money. But still, I'm not okay with this. I feel like we need to deal with this guy. We're not the most vengeful, but you captured my wife. That's not acceptable behavior. So I think we're going to attempt to assassinate him. That's the one we had the best chance of doing. Kidnapping him would be more difficult because he's a ruler. Is he a spy-focused character? Is that how he did it? No? Yeah, he's not a spy-focused character. Not entirely sure how he kidnapped her. Must have been an event. We were not able to sway the bishops. We'll have to try again. But yeah, we're going to try and assassinate this guy. How dare he kidnap our wife like that? We'll attempt to get him. We'll see how successful we are. And looks like we were not able to find a secret again. Okay, well, we actually want to go ahead and switch him up anyways to find secrets over here, wherever his capital is. I don't actually know where it is. It's right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and set him up, try and find a secret there. 7 months to complete that, while we're 14 months away here. We'll see if we have any current secrets or hooks. We do not. This character would accept a bribe of 73. We don't really want to pay that, though. So yeah, we'll just look for some secrets. See if we can't force somebody to do it that way. And we don't have much longer to play here, guys. We'll see if we can get through the year. I don't know, it depends on how many events fire. We got about a minute or so before we unfortunately have to get off. So the control here is at 67, so getting that up, so that's helping us with the money and with our levies. So we're now at 2,300 currently. And we also got an intrigue perk. Excellent. So with that, we can now do the twice schemed. This allows us to do 2 hostile schemes. So that's nice. Although, how often do you need to do 2 hostile schemes? I can't think of another one to do besides, we've been trying to do that there. He keeps inviting us to these hunts. He doesn't dislike us as much. Yeah, why not? We didn't go to the last one. Let's go to this one. Why not? We'll go to it. We'll see what happens. I mean, if he wants to kill us, I mean, we still have decent brows, so... What's his brows? Given, it's not really based off the brows, but... It could be. It depends on the situation. But we don't have a bodyguard, so that's something to consider. Maybe we want to hire a bodyguard. It probably would be wise. We know people want to assassinate us, although we did take care of that rival who's the main person who's after us. But yeah, we're going to go to this, guys. We also need to hire a caravan master. Before we do this, let's go ahead and do the bodyguard. And this will be the last thing that we're doing here. So we can go ahead and hire the caravan master in here as well. So we know we have 2 excellent ones. I think he's a good blend between the speed and the safety. And he's not a knight or anything. So you get in weird situations where your caravan master, loses the battle and then gets captured, and you don't have your caravan master right in the middle of a route. So it's going to appoint him. And then we want a bodyguard as well. And because your bodyguard goes everywhere you go, so on all the trips you go, they also affect the safety and the travel speed here. So that's something to consider as well. So like this character would be far better, our acclaimed knights, because of his much better prowess, but doesn't affect the speed as well. But I mean, a bodyguard, their primary concern, of course, is to protect you. So yeah, I guess we can put him in charge of our safety. He also likes us a little bit more, and he's intimidated by us, so he's less likely to operate against us. Bodyguards can be, strong agents against you. All right, so let's go ahead and join the hunt here. We are not going to hire the mercenary guards. We don't need to be paying all the extra money, and we'll arrive there in fine time. All right, so let's go ahead and join the hunt, and then we'll start traveling over there. But that'll unfortunately have to be next episode, because this one is over. So I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you on the next one, and thanks for watching.